Of course, we can't have a Frieren episode without, showing Frieren's feet for some reason. First episode of the second season, and immediately, it was somewhere here, somewhere, yep. I mean, coincidence? Coincidence? We'll say it's a coincidence for now. We'll see what happens in episode 2. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, I am Fonrath, and today is a special day because today we'll be watching season 2 of Frieren. So no Frieren. Now you might be sitting there thinking, well, where's the first season reaction? About that. So I've already seen the first season. I kept up with it when it first was coming out. And about halfway through the season, I was like, shit. Maybe I should have, recorded it. But, I didn't, so it is what it is. But here we are now. And so because I have seen the first season, all I'm going to do right now is I'm going to tell you guys what I thought of the first season, just so you guys understand how I'm going into this. For me, season 1 was very good. The only negative, I would say, is that I thought the reason for their journey was weak. Like, kind of extremely weak and vague. Finding heaven to talk to Himmel again, and, Fern going and trying to potentially maybe talk to, what was his name again? Heiter, I think. Them kind of taking this whole journey, this very dangerous journey, for that to be the end goal is a little... I don't know. I guess I just felt like maybe they should have some sort of more active goal, like active reason for their journey, but it is what it is. It's not that big of a deal ultimately. It is a journey type show. What matters is the journey. It is time for season 2 episode 1 of Frieren. Oh, before I forget. Oh, that was like a 2 out of 10. What the fuck? This is a bad can. Bad can. Look who it is! Miss Frieren. And yes, we'll be watching it in subbed, mainly because I watched the first season in subbed. Normally, I choose sub or dub based off of, one, the quality of the dub, but also the setting. And honestly, I think it's completely fine to watch it in dubbed because, Frieren dubbed because, the names, most of it is just fantasy. It's not really Japanese, if that makes sense, right? So it's like none of the names are in Japanese. It's completely fine to watch in dubbed as well. Also, don't worry, I'm not going to pause all the time, don't worry. I just want to... This is actually one thing that I've always been wondering about. I've always wondered why it's in English, why it's called Frieren Beyond Journey's End. I assume that's just the English version because it's not the translation. Because if I'm not mistaken, so no Frieren means Frieren the Slayer, no? Because that's literally what she was called, right? I think in what was it, episode 7 or 8 or something along those lines in season 1, so no Frieren, right? I believe that's what it meant. And the name of the show in Japanese is So no Frieren. So I guess maybe they didn't want spoilers, maybe? I don't know. But I really wonder where that English name came from.
けど財布はだいぶ涼しくなってきたみたいだぜ。
次の町に着いたら仕事を探さないといけませんね。
もうそんなことを考えているのか、フェルン。
大事なことです。常に先の先まで考えていかないと旅は続けられません。
At this point, they're in the, I think it was northern continent, right? Or something? Which means this place was supposed to be super dangerous, but they needed a first-class mage, right?
乗せていただいてありがとうございました。
エンデを目指されるとは、ずっと故郷の土地で暮らす私らには想像もできないほどに長い旅路になるのでしょうな。
そうかもね。
Okay, we're not gonna watch openings. Fishing never changes. Well, truly, fishing never changes.
釣ってきたぜ。
That's
朝ごはんにしますね。
better than nothing.
次は大物釣ってくるから。
多分ここら辺のはずなんだけど。
Honestly, I've never even thought, dude. And this is when the show actually knows what it's doing, right? Just showing the fact that they are fishing, they are searching for food, because like that's very important, right? I mean, don't get me wrong. Obviously, stories don't have to show, you know, the characters taking a shit or something, you know, or going to pee. You know, obviously, that's kind of like out of sight, out of mind, right? But food is almost kind of another matter, especially in a journey type show, right? So it's like nice that they're showing how they're actually surviving. Because it's easy to just say, oh, you know, characters journey here, journey there. Because so many shows just gonna have a character or multiple characters going somewhere, like traveling between villages or towns or something, and they don't have like they're not carrying anything. You know, they're not carrying a bag, they're not carrying anything. They're not carrying pouches, they're not carrying backpacks. Like what are you doing for food? You know? Small things. Even here, I might even say that, you know, they don't often show their baggage. We do know that Frieren has that, you know, luggage that she carries around, but,
ちゃんと褒めた？
当然で
you
す。
know, like where do they keep their, I'm sure they have some sort of change of clothes
これは
or
大物だね。
food
なんだ
supplies.
それ
Like where are they
綺麗
keeping
な
them?
石だな。
Is that mithril? Or diamond?
あれ、火の魔法が出ませんね。
No?
これは風魔法って言ってね、魔
Uh-oh.
法を無効化する力を持った鉱石だよ。この
Bro,
純度なら半径3メートルは無効化できるかな。
That's, they just have that light. They have, dude, this is like, brother, this is an incredible fucking piece of natural stone.
シュタ
What?
ルク、ちょっと離れてみて。
That's an insane ability.
あ、ついた。とても希少なもの。
I'm not gonna lie, they should keep this and have Stark hold on to it. And then walk like 3 meters away from them. Straight up. Why wouldn't they? That's like literally the best defense for a warrior against mages. Not even a question.
だらない。この大きさなら豪邸が買えるね。
Bro,
でも
what a find.
近くにあるだけで魔法が使えなくなる
Yeah,
の
we
は
can.
持っていけません
Yeah, we can. Yeah, we
道中
can.
が危険すぎます。
Just have Stark carry it.
そんな石、早く捨てちゃってください。今魔物に襲われたら全滅
Just have Stark carry it.
その
Bro
前にこの石の変わった特性も見てってよ。すごく面白いから。この石にめっちゃ魔力を込めるとね。めっちゃ光るんだよ。
Flashbang.
眩しい。
Look, normally I would just call bullshit on this because like they have Stark, like he can carry it. Why can't he carry it? Literally, he can carry it, right? So I would call bullshit normally, but I have respect for Frieren. I'm sure she knows what she's doing most of the time.
まだ光ってる。
今日中には次の村に着き
So
そう
if
だ
she
な。
says that they should get rid of it,
ところで
then
北部
probably should get
高原
rid
って
of
もう
it.
近いのか？
まだだいぶ先かな。大きな森林と火山地帯を越えた先だよ。
火山地帯か。なんだか危険そうだな。
今は比較的安全な温泉地帯だよ。温泉ですか。温かいお風呂はちょっと魅力的ですね。 あれ、ちょっと待って。もしかしてこの地面。
Jesus, like a magnet for misfortune.
やっぱり地面の下が空洞になっていたか。湿地は地盤が悪くて嫌だね。
あれ、フリーレン様。
やっちゃったかも。
Oh, fuck. That's not good.
これだけの交渉は初めて見た。
早くどいて。
I'm
ほとんど洞窟全体。
I'm not sure how I feel about this actually.
これを持って帰ったら億万
Don't get me wrong.
それは無理だろうけどね。
Don't get me wrong. This is a very interesting thing to add to the universe. You know, this universe, but it adds a lot of questions, in my opinion. I feel like a lot of people, a lot of non-mages would probably mine this ore a lot to negate the power of mages. This is why adding this material, adding this ore to the story might not be the best idea. But I guess we'll see.
風魔鋼は物質の中でも最大級の高度を持つ。
Okay, so it's very hard.
他の物質とは違って。
Okay, see, good, very good, perfect. And this is why the show is good. They explain immediately. See, I come up with the question and they give me the answer. It cannot be cut or processed. In other words, it would be pointless to try to mine it. Then again, she does say using magics, but like, you know, I doubt they have that. They have like modern day fucking mining equipment. So, you know. But it's good that they immediately say it cannot be processed or cut, you know, so it would be very hard to mine. Now, let's hope that this doesn't work. Like, it's extremely durable. Yep. Okay, go. Oh, perfect. Literally perfect. Ah, yes, good. This is what I wanted. The reason this is so important is because this immediately shows exactly what she's saying. Some things are just out of humanity's reach for the time being, at least. Because it immediately shuts down my question of like, why hasn't anyone mined this stuff? Very good.
なんだよ。
頼りにしているからね、シュタルク。
He is the only fighter here.
私たちはここではただの女の子だ。
女の子？
私、シュタルクがクソババアって言ったこと忘れてないから。
すいませんでした。
I have a feeling that Frieren probably has some sort of secret weapon against this. I wouldn't be surprised.
Frieren 様は大型の魔物の巣かもしれないと言っていました。よくぐっすり眠れますよね。
気楽なもんだな。
フリーレン様はこんな場所でも楽しそうでした。私は怖くてたまらない。
Cannot access your power. You feel naked.
こんなことは生まれて初めてです。まるで暗闇に放り込まれたみたい。
フェルン。
Uh-oh.
魔物。
Alright, start. Time. Time to carry.
毒。
シュタルクとは相性が悪い。
だいたい気持ちよさそうに寝やがって。どうしてそんなに。
私はシュタルクに命を預けているからね。
That's a lot of trust.
シュタルクを前衛として仲間にした時からそのつもりだったよ。パーティーっていうのはそうじゃないと機能しないんだ。
今だって逃げたくてたま
I
らない。
wonder why it's... Okay, it could be an anime monologue time, but like, I wonder why it's not attacking immediately.
目を
Never
つぶっ
mind.
て。
Probably just an anime monologue moment.
ヒンメル、なぜお前は俺に命を預けるなんて言えるんだ。俺は村を捨てて逃げた男だ。
そうか。じゃあ逃げたくなったらみんなで逃げよう。僕たちはパーティーなんだから。
I mean, true. If your tank says, time to run, it's probably time to run.
So それじゃあ逃げようか。
The thing is, I can't tell if
怖かったね。
Frieren actually is like helpless in that situation because of the crystals, or if she does actually like have everything under control and just is kind of like relying on her teammates a lot, you know, but secretly still has some sort of secret weapon that would get them out of the situation just in case, like at the last minute. I can't tell if that confidence comes from believing in the heart of the cards, you know, your friends, or you know, she's actually just more powerful than we realize. Maybe both. I don't know.
じゃあ行こうか。
I'm surprised they didn't kill him. The creature. They usually kill everything they come across.
腰が抜けて歩けない。よし、魚でも釣ってくるか。今日こそ大物を釣るぞ。
寒い。鏡レンゲのブレスレット、シュタルクからもらったやつだっけ。
フリーレン様からもらった髪飾りも綺麗になりましたよ。
杖だってそうだけど、フェルンって楽しそうに道具の手入れをするよね。
誰かからもらったものだからでしょうか。私は戦争で故郷も何もかも失ってしまいましたから、こうして大事なものが増えていくのが嬉しいのかもしれません。
あ、
エッチ。
本当にごめん。水浴びしてるって知らなかったんだよ。
No one
別に
cares.
怒っていませんよ。よし、できた。
Like, you see those, like, you know what I really want? Maybe it's my enjoyment of seeing people camping. You know, I'm quite a, you know, I occasionally go camping myself. And I do enjoy seeing how people have packed their camping gear and stuff like that, right? I would love, this is not something they're ever gonna do, right? But I would love if they showed, like, for instance, right there as they were eating, right? They were eating out of bowls. Those bowls, they're quite like chunky, right? Quite big. So it's like, who's carrying those? Because we kind of saw we saw in Frieren's bag, or, you know, suitcase last season. And I think Fern is also carrying one bag, I think. But like, I would love to see inside their bags. Just to see what they're carrying and like what they keep with them and what they take on their journeys.
シュタルク。もし居心地が悪いならちゃんと言ってね。シュタルクを無理やりパーティーに誘ったのは私なんだから。
あのな、フリーレン。俺は、あ、
分かれ道ですね。
フリーレン。あれってもしかして宿屋か？
お？フリーレンじゃねえか。
Oh, look who it is.
意外と早い再会だったな。シュタルク、フレッサーの討伐の時は助かったぜ。北の果てでまた魔族が暴れ始めたらしくてな。大急ぎで帰ることになった。こいつらとはテートの港町まで一緒だ。
船酔いが嫌だってだだこねてるのよ。
いい年したおっさんだろ。何やってんだよ。
それでシュタルク、 あの話は考えてくれたか？
あの話？
北の果ての戦況はだいぶ悪くてな。前衛が圧倒的に不足している。無理にとは言わねえ。戦線を安定させるまでの2、3年だけでも支えてほしいんだ。
前にも言っただろう、ビアベル。俺はこのパーティーの前衛だ。
そうか。俺は往生際が悪くてな。北の果てを守るためなら何だってやる。
I mean, it's not like going up north to kill demons for a living. Like, I mean, I don't think that's exactly the dream job that most adventurers would want to have.
楽しそうだね。もしかしたらシュタルクにとって私たちのパーティーは窮屈だったのかもしれない。
I'm not sure what she means by that. Not gonna lie, I don't think he gives a fuck. I don't think he really thinks that hard about things.
ビアベルの話なら断ったぜ。
シュタルク様はそれでいいんですか？
フェルン、俺がなんでこのパーティーにいると思う？
I feel like we had this conversation in the first season.
フリーレンたちと初めて出会った時さ、本当はもう限界だったんだ。すべてを放り投げて村を見捨てて逃げ出そうとしていた。最低だろ。フリーレンはさ、俺のことを無理やりパーティーに誘ったって言っていたけど、違うんだ。
シュタルク様は逃げないと思います。
あの夜にフェルンが俺の背中を押してくれたから、一緒に旅がしたいと思ってパーティーに加わったんだ。フェルンは気がついていないだろうけどさ、臆病な俺をここまで引っ張ってきてくれたのはフリーレンだけじゃないんだぜ。俺はどこにも行かないよ。だからもっと優しくして。
じゃあおいで。いっぱい撫でます。
何企んでるの？怖い！
I feel like Stark is the type of character who is like, says that he's afraid and probably is afraid all the time, but in the end, when it comes down to it, it's like always the same situation where they sacrifice themselves for everyone else, and they call themselves selfish and stuff, but in the end, they end up sacrificing themselves.
ちなみに3人は船で向かう気はないのか？
回路は莫大な路銀がかかりますし、それに
まあ北部高原は師匠たちも通った道だしな。
変な依頼を受けたり厄介ごとに巻き込まれたり寄り道ばかりですけれどね。
お前らにはお前らの冒険があるってことだな。どうせ北の果てにもいつか来るんだろう。そん時にまた会おうぜ。
それじゃあ行こうか。
I will say that it's a little bit weird though that all the other characters kind of, in the mage exam arc or whatever, all the characters that grouped up are still in the same groups. Don't get me wrong, I think it's fine that they became friends and whatnot, but if you think about it, right, maybe I can see, one or two groups staying together, but ultimately, most of these characters, they went and took the exam, but it's not like they... And, this is the crux of the problem, right? All these characters should, at least, have their own lives and things going on. I find it hard to believe that they would all have so much time on their hands that they can just form this new group with their new friends and just stick together all the time. I feel like most of them probably had plans after the mage exam, but who knows? I don't fucking know. Maybe they do have a lot of time on their hands. Regardless, that was episode 1 of season 2 of Frieren. It's like we just never left. I'm telling you, the fact that they immediately explained why this ore is not, mined and processed right after I asked that question, or I considered the ramifications of this ore existing, that's just very good. Shows that actually think about what they're doing are so good. Of course, we can't have a Frieren episode without, showing Frieren's feet for some reason. First episode of the second season, and immediately, it was somewhere here, yep. I mean, coincidence? Coincidence? We'll say it's a coincidence for now. We'll see what happens in episode 2. Regardless, that was episode 1 of season 2 of Frieren. I hope you enjoyed. I certainly did. And we shall be back next time. Until then, ladies and gents, I shall bid you adieu.